4 area high schools still alive for state football championships as semifinal Saturday approaches. We begin in Group 6A, undefeated Oscar Smith from Chesapeake, which scored what some people called the upset of the year last week when the Tigers eliminated nationally ranked Ocean Lakes. The Tigers held on for the 10-point win over Ocean Lakes, which won last year's 6A state championship. Oscar Smith's opponent this week in the state semis, Thomas Dale High School out of Chesterfield, which comes in with a 9-4 record. Oscar Smith has been a resilient bunch all season. It opened the season with 3 shutout wins, but it's also had narrow wins over Indian River, Western Branch, Grassfield, and Ocean Lakes last week. Coach Richard Morgan, which has 2 state titles under his belt, talked about today whether his squad is a team of destiny.
I don't know. I mean, I believe in working hard, and when you work hard and you have good kids, good things happen, and sometimes the breaks go your way. So I don't really believe in destiny, but I do believe in that if you give your best effort every week, you're giving yourself a chance to be a champion, and that's what we've done. We take no shortcuts. We work everything to the very last second, and you know, we practice really hard for game situations, and there's been a lot of game situations that have come up that people may have thought was lucky, and honestly, we practice those things on a daily basis, so we're prepared for the situations when they came up, and we took advantage of them, and that's what coaching is, and that's what playing is, and that's all part of staying together as a family.
Oscar Smith against Thomas Dale Saturday at 1 at Oscar Smith. The winner advances to the state championship game. In 5A, Indian River, also out of Chesapeake, plays its state semifinal game Saturday on the road against Highland Springs from the Richmond area. Indian River, 11-2 on the season. Highland Springs is 12-1, and the Springers have a very high-powered offense. They scored 40 or more points 10 times, but Indian River has one of the top defenses in the entire state. 2 of the anchors of the Braves defense, Tavante Beckett, who is committed to Virginia Tech, and Jaquan Yulee, who is committed to play at Alabama. Indian River, 2 wins away from winning its first state title since 1995, back in those James Boyd days.
It was something that we talked about early in the year. When the first day of camp, this was the goal, to get to this point. And we're one step away from the goal. So the guys been focused in, you know, kids, they lose their focus every now and then, but the ultimate goal was to get to this point. Whether we were 6-4, whether we were 7-3, whether we were 10-0 at the end of the year, the ultimate goal was to get to this point, and we're here. So everything that's happened from August till now is null and void to us. We just want to be good one more day.
Indian River at Highland Springs this Saturday. The winner advances to the 5A state title game. Again, Indian River has not won a state title in 20 years. In 4A, Lake Taylor in the running for another state title. The undefeated Titans won it last year, and they play their semifinal game Saturday at 2 against Cortland from Northern Virginia. Coach Hank Sawyer's team has pretty much had its way all season long, and they will be a favorite to return to the state championship game, which is next week. And in the 3A state semifinal, the Phoebus Phantoms will host Magna Vista. Phoebus 12-1 on the season, Magna Vista 11-2. Phoebus going for its 8th state title and first since 2011.